I'm Jenn Visocky O'Grady. I am probably best known as the other half of Visocky O'Grady. I am a teacher, educator, professor first, and a writer, speaker, occasional pep talk giver, and a designer. I would like to be known as somebody who takes academic concepts and makes them approachable, and is always a champion of good design and maybe as a connector. I was taking a bunch of different art classes. I was a ceramicist for a while, and I was an art history major for a while, and I took a class where you had to cut these 64th of an inch pieces of color paper and assemble them, in the sort of nitpicky perfection of it just really appealed to me, and voila, I found my thing. I think that my designer abilities have come out the best in partnerships with people. I think that the moment Ken and I started working together, and I really don't mean to be mushy and gushy, and I'm sure he'll tell you something that's much better and doesn't connect to me at all. I am a better designer for having worked with him and my other partners. It feels like it takes all the skills that I have and mirrors them with someone else's skills. I feel like I'm making better stuff because I'm making stuff with people. Now I feel like a professional. You know, I don't know that I have a single name there. I think that everybody goes through a Ray and Charles Eames phase because, wow, those two are neato. And I have a lot of Paul Rand books, and I mean, I have design books like crazy. And so I've spent a lot of time with the design grandfathers. But I think that in the last 10 years, 15 years, the people I meet all across the country through AIGA and conferences like HOW, the everyday, like workaday design people that are doing amazing stuff, like you guys, like my friend Justin Ahrens, like Von Glitchka and Stefan Muma, and a lot of the people that we've featured in our books. That's sort of what I'm pulling from now, that anyone in any city, anywhere can be doing amazing things with design. I don't know that I feel like I'm as much a designer now as I am a design reporter. In a lot of ways, Ken and I rarely design things anymore, but we talk to people about how to design things all the time, and we're doing a lot of reporting on what our friends in the field are doing. I think that I've transitioned a little bit into a design discussion person, for lack of a better term. I like the crafting and the order and the storytelling of it. I like the idea of distilling large quantities of information into something that's really clear. And so when I'm writing, I'm designing the words that I put on the page. I'm taking tons and tons and buckets of studies and things that we've looked at and distilling them into useful sentences that people can apply. I feel the same way about when we're designing, visual stuff. To me, it's all about sort of putting systems into place to tell a story that people can understand. I don't know that I have my own, but somewhere, I might be paraphrasing a bit, there's this Charles Eames design serves the need idea. My less graceful version is design is like tofu. I think design can do almost anything. It's what we make of it. I'm really inspired by what all of my friends are doing, and there is a certain, not keeping up with the Joneses, but, if you know all these cool people around the country that every year are making their careers better and doing neater things with it, you've got to be able to at least hang with them at a cocktail party. And so I think a great deal of it comes from there. I would say in just general inspiration, even though this is another one of those cliche Hallmark answers, my 6-year-old's really funny, and she does funny stuff, and she's so free. Like, she just tries to do things and draw things and paint things, and she rolls with it. And so I'm trying to pick up on a little bit of that. I have the best job in the universe. Part of that is working in higher education, and part of that is working in a creative field. I have a lot of colleagues who are also professors, but I can't imagine doing it the way they do it because their fields are so complicated. There's something about the creativity and the daily reinvention of design that I think will never get old. Back to my design is tofu comment, I think that design is fascinating because if you have any kind of adult ADD, you can keep moving your career forward and doing new stuff every day.